Hey, mister. There he is. Presley, the keyboard cat. Can you say hi to the people out there? Oh, he's a good boy. He won't go outside. It's raining. Really a rainy, messy day. Open the door. He looks out there, makes an about face, and comes back in the house. He's not about getting wet. Hey, look, there's some new people. Hey, now, look. All these new people, what you need to do is give us a like and give us a subscribe. Please do that. Like and sub. That helps us a lot. And then we get that out the way. Okay. There's some future keyboard cat, not animatronic toys, but just plushy toys that I'm going to make available through a contest or some darn thing. I'm trying to get some. That one's got a teal t-shirt. I'm trying to find more teal shirts. Here's a little tiny one. Hey, mister. You want some food? We'll get you some. So, good morning, everyone, or good whatever it is, wherever you are. Glad to be back in tune with these vibettes that we call keyboard cat fans. And we're awful glad to be here. We do this every weekday morning at 10 o'clock Pacific time. I would like you to join us more times than not. And the name of our show is the Keyboard Cat Vibe Show. I am the guy who am the Lucas. Imagine a keyboard cat animatronic in Five Nights at Freddy's. He needs food. No, I don't know about the keyboard cat reference in Fortnite. Seriously? Seriously? Tell me more. So, yeah, in 1984, I made that video in my living room, and I have the cat playing the piano, and there was no internet or no YouTube or any of that stuff then. But then many years later, like 20 years or something like that later, the internet and all that came around. So I loaded up a few videos, and Keyboard Cat just took off like a rocket with great thanks to people like Ben Lashes, Kia Kamran, and um and others. Who else? I'll think of them. And so it really it really took off, and then my life was different in some ways. In some ways it was still the same. So what we're saying is there's a vibe in the universe, and Keyword Cat is part of that vibe. So are you, so is everybody, so is this toy. Let's prove it. And I will tell my manager about that Fortnite thing. Imagine that to be a friend with this means of severe brain rot. I spam my friend. Sorry, I missed some. Oh gosh, look at people in Brazil. They're apologizing because they missed something. Don't worry about that. We'll be here more. Fortnite. That's what I gotta do. Is ask my manager Ben about that. So there's a vibe in the universe, and you are it. So you're not made of stuff. You're made of a vibe, and you can't avoid it. And you also can't avoid a void. That's goes without saying. Let's see what we got going here. Keyboard Cat is cute. Arbix Paragonal says you deserve the best. Well, thank you. We all deserve the best. Expect a miracle. I'm happy for everyone. Everybody wants the toy. I hear you. The toy is so fun to have. Yeah. So listen, we're going to look at a video here. And this is the original video from that day in 1984 in my living room on East 9th Avenue. We were shooting it through a hole that I cut in the wall between the kitchen and the living room. And so here is the original. Let's go back to the original. This is the OG. I hope you love it. Yes, people like that. I'm going to play those. Those are the originals one more time. That's pretty nice. 1984. Oh gosh, those videos do bring back fond memories. I can't believe that all happened one day, just in two takes up the street here, not far from where I'm sitting right now, way back in 84. And that was, what's that? How many years ago is that? 84 means 16 and 25. 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 41, 41 years ago. That video was shot just to have some fun. The cat needed a break and to do something unusual, and that was. And so did I and my friends, and so that's what happens. The cat is called Fatso, says Noob. I say Noob, but it's really N-O-O-8, Y-Y-T. So I should probably be corrected. My eyes are kind of not that great, so I thought it said Noob in the beginning. I like Noob. Yeah, yeah. CD CYGDVR. Noob says I can say noob. All right, thank you. It's a nice handle. I like it. It works good for me. And there's the cat up there just pretending he's asleep. I don't know. Hang on. Coffee break. We're supporters of Gonzaga University, the school and the basketball, and they're doing pretty good on the basketball. Night before last, they won, but not by a whole lot. So there you go. Remember to give us a like. Look at that, 40 likes already in 9 minutes. Do I like that? Yeah. So I asked my manager, Ben, to do this live stream. Should I, which was his idea. He said, just do it. And I said, should I look at other people's live streams to get ideas of how to make mine better? And he said, no. And that's what I like about Ben. Yeah. What's this one say? Something violence, dog. Look at lots of love hearts. People love this cat. You know, we're trying. Lucas has a big story. Lucas, you need to write this story. Write your story and publish it on something, one of your outlets. Just be yourself, Charlie. That's what Ben was saying. Thank you, Luke. That is exactly right. Yeah. Um, well, I have a few where excuse me, where I think are funny answers to the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And one of the answers is myself. And one of the answers is a kid. And one of the answers is like Flip Wilson or something like that. Dom DeLuise. Yeah. Lead virus 168. Keyboard Cat is a masterpiece, the best art of humanity. Well, I hope so, because, I'm just doing it's a simple formula, and you all need to try it. I urge you to try it because not to have my way, but just because I think it will help. And when you help anything, you're helping the whole universe. And I'm in the universe. And so, hey, is the light? Yeah, it's on. How come I don't see it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Um, so Picasso said, you're here to find your gift and give it away. So every day you can find your gift. It doesn't mean you have to go to a seminar for 10 weeks to figure out what your gift is, and then whatever it is, you got to do that with passion the rest of your life, 24 hours a day. I don't see it that way at all. Um, my gift keeps changing every day. It's a new planet, it's a new Charlie. And the gift I have to share can change. One day I might think it's writing a poem to one of my sisters, or uh, experimenting with writing some poems. Did I already say that? Anyway, um, so you just do it for that day, and you don't want it to take forever. You might get it done in 1 minute, but at least do it. That minute's important. And so then you give it away. And by giving it away, you exude the abundance of creativity and gifts in the universe, and you help whoever you or whatever you gave it to. You could offer something to a mountain. It doesn't have to be a person or to the whole universe. Um, so there you go. So when you do this kind of thing from your heart instead of from your brain, by getting with the vibe of the universe, get with the vibe, forget the brain, listen to this guy, and it will tell you what to do today or right now for your gift. It doesn't have to think. Your heart doesn't have to do a lot of research like your brain. It knows right away and it never lies. So you got that going for you. Um, why did we name Fatso Fatso? Because she came to us with her sister, a real sister, and she she was had big kind of fluffy hair, and um and her sister was the same color and the same exact age, give or take a minute or two, and she had short hair but was the same color, like I say. So we just, for ease of identification, we just called them Fatso and Skinny, so we didn't have to think of words like Sam or George or anything like that. And and there you go. So yeah, little coffee break here. So the vibe. So what we do with the show, with this live stream, is for a few minutes, do something that might help some of you feel better for a minute, not worry about the past or what might happen in the future or any of that, not worrying at all, just existing in a little pleasant spot right now with the rest of us. There are a lot of people going to this. There are over 80 million views on Keyboard Cat's original video, the one we just played moments ago. 80 million. And so you are part of a big vibe when you tie into this Keyboard Cat vibe show, as it were, whatever that means. What's it mean when people say as it were? Does that mean like it was? Or does that mean if you believe it or somebody believed it for a minute and so we're going to pretend it's true? I don't know. So we're just going to continue on as it were. It's kind of like saying, um, so be it, or Heidi Ho, or Pooty Wheat, or uh, I don't know, or like what's that one my sister says? That's just it is what it is. What is it? If anybody knows what is when people say it is what it is your duty to let me know on this stream. Go Gato Blanco, that must mean a white cat. Somebody's cat's name. El Monito. El Monito Verde too. My cat's name is Gato Blanco. I like that. Go Kong says Keyboard Cat is awesome, and I like that. We got to remember to write your name on the painting that we're doing today. That's a good one. Stick around and remind us for that. All right. Toxic. Toxic View VL8WP says Keyboard Cat is the best cat in the world. Enough said. So let's see. I'm gonna pay bills. I didn't pay them last week, and then I cleaned up my bill paying sort of spread, and now I got to spread it all back out to pay the bills, and I got to do that. I'm gonna do that right after our stream. Uh, and get those in the mail. I think my Christmas shopping is kind of done. I've done some of it by ordering stuff online and having people make some frames and so on. Yep. Newbie. Noob. At noob. Noob. uh, we've got free jazz music going upstairs in the studio, but first we've got to visit the star of the show, Presley, or as you know him, Keyboard Cat. And so we're trying to do things that make you feel better just for a minute. I don't expect one of my paintings or one of my videos is going to make you feel enlightened and happy the rest of your life. Well, it might, and if it does, I'm happy about it. He's happy, right, mister? Smell my finger. Turn your head. All right, let's get him something to eat. We got to get the step stool loaded up here so I can climb up here without breaking a hip or something. Here's the food, and it's on a plate with a little bit of the dregs from yesterday's, or no, from Friday's offering. So I'm not sure just how crazy he might or might not be about it. Look, there he is. He got up on his feet. Boy, that's Thanks a lot for that, buddy. Look at that. We got 58 likes because people like watching cats eat. Well, you could call your cat fatty. Fatso is not a very politically correct word these days. Um, but I don't know that anyone has taken direct offense with Fatso's name, but we don't mean to hurt anybody, especially the cat or the universe. Extreme close up. Crunch a munch. This is Peak says suggested news. My cat is not a fan. Huh, that's okay. Noob says I watched the vid when it was like 55K views and I didn't know how to make an account then. And some months ago I made this account. Well, congratulations. Hey, you need to always be learning. Learning isn't just for like grade school or something. I like to learn. I read, I listen to books on, what do they call that? Books on demand, you listen to it. Audiobooks. Yeah. Look at him, he's eating like I have this on my speaker right now. Okay, Toxic. Let's broadcast to the world. We're trying to get to the universe. There's the guy across the street coming home from work or something, I guess, parking his truck. But right here, we got a warm and fuzzy and indulgent and pretty darn nice cat. I don't know what we're going to get him for his Christmas. I don't know. Some kind of plaything. Look at that. He's eating everything. I think it's good putting it on top of the old dry food. They collide and make a lick your lips, lick 'em. Lick 'em up. He's about done. He's sniffing it, but he's not licking it. Oh, there he ate one. I love these close-ups. I think I learned this part from Jerry Cook. Close-ups are the good, especially if you can be steady. I'm not being very steady right. Jay Jordan says, stay steady, and above all, stay steady. That's advice that a character that I played in a movie was given to a cameraman in a news shooting context. Mike Nacy was the news shooter, and I was Jay Jordan, the guy saying stay steady." And the movie, you can see I star in it. You can see that movie. It's called Only a Buck, and it you can watch the whole movie at the website Only a Buck Movie. Only a Buck Movie. Tommy Tomacalpo. Tomacalpo? Tommy Calpo. Say my name. Say my name. Do you remember me, Dibby? BBPG5. I sort of remember you. Stick around. Put us, you know, um, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and all that. Say my name, Tommy Calpo. Say my name, Tommy Calpo. Look at him, just licking his lips, saying, I've had my treat, I've had my sweet, and now I'm going to lick my feet and then take a big old nap right here where you can look out the window. Because, see, right out this window, it's pretty much ground level. because this is all like dug in underground, kind of, so to speak. And then the ground level is up about yay. So you can sit here and you sit up on that windowsill and just watch the little nature. There's robins and sparrows and even crows. There's squirrels and bunnies and mice, turkeys, deer. There's all kinds of things. And then once a week, there's George running through the yard because he's mowing the lawn. Right now, the weather's too crummy and the lawn isn't growing, so the lawn guy doesn't come anymore now until spring. I love it in the spring when it's his first time here. It's a good time for a guy such as myself. Here's some a couple of interesting buttons. One that says auto for AutoZem. If you Google AutoZem, ZEHM spokesman review, you can read all about this kind guy named Otto who had a bad time, but he's doing all right. And there's one of my buttons that says I met Keyboard Cat. Though that's maybe my favorite button of forever. I don't know about forever because there's this one over here. This one's pretty good. Warhol button. Your 15 minutes are up. There's a moon logo. Trailer Park Girls Dots Candy, which is a big thing. And oh, there's the keyboard. One of the keyboards I was going to put in my keyboard tour yesterday, and then I forgot that there's a little keyboard. That's a Casio Tone. I think it might have batteries. I think it doesn't. Oh, somebody didn't turn it off. That's a problem with some of this stuff, you know. What else? Uh, let's see. Let's get some coffee. It's kind of fun just wandering around like this, using advantage of that the phone is totally mobile, that I could be going down the street on my way to another town or to the grocery store or anything or to the pet store, and we could be doing this there. So I think we need to do that more. We're moving around. See, the camera can move even though we're reaching the nether regions of this universe. So I might have shown this picture last week. Mm. Oh yeah, let's go do that. We're trying to tempt Presley into running after something in another part of the house. Presley, get excited. Here. Mm. What? Just forget this thing. I was going to use this toy. He doesn't look that excitable, does he? Nothing. Okay, Presley, cut, cut. You lazy bum. Can't you please? Look at that. Lucas is getting this thing flushed out. Now, Lucas, don't just write this in the feed here, unless you can access it later and get your stuff. You need to write it in some Word form that you can share. So this is great. This is really, really good. Really good. It might be this might be the best way to write it, and then you go back to this day and copy it because you're getting your spontaneous attitude in there. Spokane Pierre, the legs. Look at the him though. He's just like nothing. He says, I got my belly full. I got my taste of catnip. I'm sitting here. I'm warm and fuzzy and fat and cute and famous. And I don't have to do anything else. Jeez. Emoji said hi. Tomates. I miss the kitty. Nick Z. We have somebody who visits named Snick. You gotta like that word. Yes, well, they're all real keyboard cats, and they all die sooner or later because the meme is living longer than the cats. And so they come back as reincarnations. So if you Google, do yourself a favor and Google keyboard cat reincarnated and look at any videos or posts about it and see what you can learn. Oh, vintage keyboard. Yeah, that's an old one. Blue Fire. Boy, look at all those comments and likes. 73. Puff Fluff Ball. He needs 100 likes. Yes. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, 6'7" is quite a phenomenon. I'm glad I didn't get famous for that. I'm glad I didn't get famous. Charlie says BB PG5. 74 likes, 75. Nomi 12345 E says I love you. That's so sweet. All right, so we're gonna go upstairs. We've done the food, we've done the everything. 75 likes before even climbing the stairs. Why? Who needs the exercise? Um, I think tomorrow we need to try the string act before his food break because once he eats and gets that catnip in him, he just wants to stay planted. But before that, he's a little, so we got to remember that. Well, who's this? Here's a print of a recent painting of mine of a place called Dick's Hamburgers, which is really a cool place in town here. And I did this painting of it. I sold the painting. I think it's in the collection of the museum, the Mac Museum, in town here, and I have been selling prints. These are prints. The original I stole, and these are prints. And as it turns out, get this, the guy who designed and lived in our house before we bought it, we're the second owner, also designed Dick's. Not necessarily the sign, but the building. Yeah, it's something. Look at, there's what break time looks like. I won't wake him up. I'm just gonna snooze. He's a good boy. Good kitty. He will not be bothered. Not by these mortals. It's almost quitting time. I know I started late. We could do something up here. 78 likes. How do you like that? I like it. I like it good. This space kind of got touched up, cleaned up since the last time I think I was shooting here. There was stuff all over here, all over the floor. And this is pretty much more organized. Paints and markers. There's a box load of crayons and pens and markers. It's about half full. I put up, wasn't it Success Kid? Look at him. I painted this some years ago. Did a whole series on memes. Memes. There's a frame from CNN News Report. That it's kind of expressionistic painting. And then look how clean this is. Look at those stacks of paintings without piles of drawings and paintings on top of them. Here they are all, and can be accessed. There's Tiny Tim. Dick's Drive-In. It's kind of like Zips. No, this is Zips Drive-In, kind of like Dick's. Keyboard cat. Mo from Three Stooges. Marilee and Carl's dog. You know what? I might just give that to them. I think I will. Let's take this out. And there's, I forget who, nightclub guy, Mr. Tiger, right? He went to prison. Another one of the cat, Joey Ramone, Larry from Stooges, Charlie from here, Mom's Mabley from Fame, and Rodney Dangerfield. And then back there, some of my Catholic paintings. That's a walking on the water deal. And then over here is an ICBM taking off. And up here, Jesus trying to help some guy. They're having a hard day in the fishing lane. See there, you can see what's going on. Kind of. Oh, is everybody liking up? Look, we could get 100. Do it. In this corner, although it's just jammed up jelly tight with all kinds of stuff, I don't even know what this stuff is. Like that stuff on that second shelf there. Some of it's sign painting stuff, like one shot. Like I gotta get rid of some stuff. Make room for more. So I think we did this tour, and I'm thinking we're gonna paint or draw today, except just look at what I was thinking of doing was see here, this is a piece of paper, photo paper, about 6 by 6 inches glued on to a piece of white paper, like 23 by 30 something or something. And and then I was going to have us do some drawing and painting right on there. So it's kind of like a collage or something like that. It's a scrapbook. And with no further ado, let's give credit to where credit is due. This free music comes compliments of Unwind Station with cafe music. Unwind Station with cafe music. This is the future of advertising with Jazzy Mix. It's better than any Coca-Cola ad I've seen in a while. Of course, I like my own work. So I don't think we're going to do it because it's after 11 o'clock now, and we aim for being done at 11. Still 20 people watching. I should probably do something, right? There's the soup. Maybe we draw a big spoon. Kind of feels good to just shut up and let the spoon do the talking. So you don't see much of that spoon though, do you? I'm gonna darken it. Maybe I'll even just do it all in pencil and forget about paint. Sometimes it's good to forget about something. Kind of the top edge of the spoon, the handle kind of coming down and going into trying to aim at it while I'm doing it. I think we're doing all right, to be honest, to be quite frank. Now, who is this Frank? Let me say to be quite frank. I've had people say that to me that I'm real good friends with, and I thought I knew them really well. And then they would say, to be quite frank. And it was just the two of them, two of us, I mean, in the car. And to be quite frank, it's like saying, "Iti ti buta liti." spoon. Let's call that a day, and then tomorrow we'll do more on there. Moron. Like a moron. So the place is looking a little better. I never did finish my tour, so that's where we were working. The table's a little better, not a lot. Floor's better. Blankets are picked up. That's definitely better back here. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff. But this table is gone. There's a table here that's gone. And there's one little table here that has all the paintings and drawings from this show. So it's like there's 200 and some there. Yeah. So that's what your residue looks like if you paint every day. And this is really neither here nor there, but look at that, 85 likes. This table is just stuff. Love that happy birthday tune. Yeah, we've been back here, but not since we cleaned it up. Look at that. It's pretty neat. And look at, you can walk all the way over to that table. And I've gone through these paintings and drawings here, but there are literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of drawings and prints um, that I'm trying to keep organized. So it's like have so many, I don't know why I keep making more. Maybe I should just figure out a way to just start building shelves or something every day. It's called the Keyboard Cat. We're building racks for all this art show. That would be a popular deal. 86. Da, 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 da. Look at that. I squeezed paints today. This is all wet paint here. See? Pink, yellow. I think I could use a little yellow on my pants. That was good. Put the white the lid back on the gesso. I kind of use gesso for a lot of things. Not cooking though, but I use it for white. And then we get to put this rag over this so the cat doesn't drink it. Paint water is not a nutritious thing for cats or any animals, or probably anything. Not even good for a rock. So I'm going to unplug the music and try and pause it. There, I paused it. No, there, I paused it. Now I'm going to turn it over because I think that needs to turn it off. And it is a neater put together studio, but I still need to that big lump of stuff in there. It's like a 4-hump camel. That this room feels so much better if that's not here. I don't know what to do with it all. Some of that little furniture, I guess, could go. I don't know. This keyboard, I'm probably, and this set of drums. Look, I have two sets of drums in there, a little set and a big set. So where do you put it? Where do you put it? Yes, we're taking a little break. A little break here. There's a sofa, and I'm on a sofa. So there's a little one. Oh, that feels good. So there it is, the painting we didn't do today. But there were lots of other things, like understanding the vibe, which means be kind now, kind of is mainly the vibe. I don't know. I might have misspelled something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I urge you to go to in the description of this link, there is a link to eBay where you can find a gallery of some of the paintings and drawings from this live stream that we do and check them out, please. Yeah, Schmidt. Yeah, and really, my real last name could be Remichik, Wemiczzyk, Remichik. Yeah. From Japanese, I only understand konnichiwa, ohayo, and arigato gozaimasu, and sayonara. Well, hey, that's a start, Luke. My wife and I are planning out a trip to Japan and maybe Korea too. Um, and we've been there before together a couple times, and I did go to art school there a long time ago. And so I do speak some Japanese, and I'm brushing up on it now to prepare for the trip, which is good for me, even if we don't go on the trip, because it makes my mind work. And so I'm really brushing up or relearning my hiragana and katakana, which is the phonetic type of writing. And they really stretch the IQ part of your brain is like spatial things, not letters that you know. This is letters that you don't know. And I think it's good for your brain. Hi is yes, and no. I know hi. Hi means yes, and ie means no. Yeah, ie. Nino. Ie. So on to stage two, but look at that. 92 likes and only at 52 minutes. And so was the piano cat making the piano, or were you making the piano? Well, kind of both of us. Kind of both of us. Luke is from Brazil, of course. I'll bet the weather's nicer in Brazil than it is here today. I could see sitting outside somewhere where there's lots of trees and bushes growing, and it needs a raking, but it's still fun. And having some coffee, really good South American coffee, and um, hot dairy, not cold cream in it, but a nice pour of hot dairy and mixed it with coffee, sitting in the sun in Brazil. Oh, yeah. I think that's, I don't know. Let's see. Charlie, we got an idea. BBP. Should I continue the animation I'm making on Ibis Paint or watch Keyboard Cat live? Easy decision. I choose to watch Keyboard Cat live stream. Coughs violently. Thank you so much. This is great dialogue. It is so good. Did you know I still remember your song from 18 years ago? I know, isn't it weird? And when I came up with that song, like in about less than a minute, honest to God, and I'm not a musician. A real musician, I don't think could have. Maybe they couldn't have done it. I don't know. Yeah, close to 100. Look at that, 93. Thanks for the reminder. Remember me, Robo Dude B3G. Look at this. We're trying to get likes, and I'm really relaxed after giving the tour. I wonder if you all are ready. I mean, are you sitting? Is your Lucas says, "Man, if this live streaming was infinite, I would be here forever. I would exit only for school and church and going to the bathroom." You remember that. Lucas is so good with the written word. That's that's a quote there that I could use to promote my website. That cat's older than you. Yeah, for sure. How am I going to remember that? Man, if this live streaming was infinite, I would be here forever. I would exit only for school and church. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I wish, well, I'll screw up my broadcast if, man, if this live. So let's see. I'm learning something about it. I'm going to pin that message, whatever the hell that means. I want to use that. Lucas. Oh, I could take a screenshot of this. Jeez, I hope I don't turn off my phone. Oops. I haven't done that before. I got it. Oh, that is so satisfying. I'm learning. 95 likes on bills of beer on the wall. This is the Fiorucci moment. If you ever are in a city that has a Fiorucci, Fiorucci store, go to it. Don't just visit their website. Go to the store. Go. And so if you're traveling, you just look up ahead where they're not everywhere, but there's some there. I went to the one in Rome. It was great. Hollywood is great. Uh, I don't remember much beyond that, but I know I have been to some. I have stuff on this glasses rack from Fiorucci. I'll never find it in time because we can't just keep looking for glasses on this thing. Even I know that. That's so good. Good, good, Lucas. Use God. Okay, I'm scrolling up now to catching up. Yes, you're. This cracks me up. B. Our idea is from BBP G5. Our idea is get Presley to play piano somehow. This is so good. Let me get a shot of this. Still there? Please still be here. Yes. But how do I? Well, I'm gonna wait till we have 100, and then I'm gonna take a picture of that screen. I half the time when I push the buttons I think to push, it makes a screenshot, and the other half it shuts the phone off. So I gotta do some research. Yes, I can still play the piano. Yes, I can make videos. I could do it. Churcher, do you still play the piano? Oh, as much as ever. I never really played the piano. Alouch Jasim, can you shout out me? Ah, Alouch, Alouch Jasim, Alouch Jasim, can you shout out me to my brother? Play, play, play. That's what we do. Yeah. Oh, that's what happens when you pin it. It saves it for you down there. Well, that's nice to know. 99. Oh, I wish I could like myself. That's not good. It's not gonna go. 100. Peace and love. I can't believe it. In 61 minutes, 24 and a half seconds, we have 101 likes. God, I didn't even get a paint to paint at all. Well, everything will still be there for tomorrow, but those lumps of paint I squirted out in preparation for today are just going to dry as lumps. It's not like oil paint where it's still going to be like ready to roll tomorrow. Maybe I could try squirting some water on them or something. No, that's a mess. So that's it. Visit charlieschmidt.com. That's one thing we're trying to, get you to do. I think you'll like it. If you go there and you don't like it, just leave and tell me about it in the stream. Say, I went to charlieschmidt.com and I didn't like it for whatever reasons. And we'll try and get some mileage out of it. I only learned today, Lucas, and thank you for this too. I only learned today, just at this moment, what pinning meant. So you want to get pinned. And I pinned so I could save it for later. It's a very useful device, the pin. What the? Well, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna Google pinning. How do I pin on live stream and see what shakes. So thank you for all the likes and for all the views. And I hope that you got a moment of wondering what in the hell's going on to being maybe even slightly amazed or motivated, and that kept you in a healing sort of vibe for a little while. That's what we're hoping for. And there you go. You can, Lucas, thank you. Uh, I feel like Beavis. And that's good. Beavis feels good. Beavis and Butthead are kind of like Laurel and Hardy. They're hopeful. I stole that idea from Kurt Vonnegut. Good place to steal. 103. And so visit charlieschmidt.com, CharlieSchmidt.com for a veritable treasure trove of videos and things. Keyboard Cat being one of them. and the home page, you could scroll forever there, and it's an example of where scrolling is fun because there's going to be keeps being something for you if you scroll, and then stop in there once in a while and play one of those videos. Anyway, that, and give us a like here, and subscribe please to this channel, and give yourself the, that reminder. What is it? The notification bell. Ding. Do it. And other than that, just the main thing after a summary of all of the above is find the vibe, taste the vibe. Oh, it's not, I'm too close to 11 o'clock and I have stuff that I have to do, but I will try and play the piano sometime in the future. I'm a real amateur at it, but I do it for the things that you've seen on my channel where there's keyboard in them with minor exceptions. It's me, and I just do it until I can figure it out, or I just make something really simple. There was no editing in that original thing. That's one take, one roll, one cat, one song. I was the one holding the cat. That's where I'm at. I think Charlie tired. Who said that? Your 70, your 70th birthday. Oh yeah, in charlieschmidt.com, um, isn't a place on that site to buy stuff. The only place to buy stuff is, I'm not very good about it, but you can just Google keyboard cat merchandise shopping, and you'll find a lot of my stuff. It's licensed, so it won't be necessarily, you won't see my name on it, but pretty much the ones that are there are legit, and we have contracts with them, and they pay us, and so it's a good thing. So go to at Charlie Schmidt, or I mean keyboardcatstore.com. I think that will be more helpful. And then if you go to Zazzle.com/Charlie Schmidt, no spaces, um, there's some pretty cool stuff there too. It's not all cat. Well, it kind of went cat crazy when my cat got famous, and but I'm still a painter and um, the janitor. So here we go. So go to that, check out that, uh, try to check out that attach the link that's in the description of this video that takes you to a few paintings, not a ton of them, but some, and a good chance to pick those up because they're good. Framed and under glass, they're good. They're really going to be good. Um, so go there for sure and check it out. You don't have to bid on anything, but you can look. It's easier, better to looking than here. It's like a gallery, but it isn't all the paintings and drawings. I have hundreds of these. I've been doing this forever, not forever, but quite a while. And so I have a lot of paintings and drawings, and making them, all there is to producing the live stream, being prepared, picking images, having clips queued up, feeding it, having the food ready, all this stuff. Um, then that takes time and it's great fun. And there's studio time in there, and so there's getting paint ready, cleaning up after, and getting ready again, and it's good stuff to be doing uh, over and over. I mean, every day. So I forget where I was going with that, but So then, I mean, painting and drawing is a big part of my deal. I'm not sure why, and I don't really, I'm not worried about the why really. But anyway, it's going on. And so that link gets you kind of a little bit of a gallery look. I will get better. Oh, I know where I was going is after doing all this stuff to have the show and then doing other stuff too. Like I do other non-cat sort of comedic or bizarre endeavors. And you see some of them on my stuff. And uh my Facebook is good. Facebook, I think, is good. I just sort of have a different relationship there with everyone. But if, get it, let's be friends. And Diddy came to my house. Oh, God. Alu, Aluch Jasam. Aluch Jasam. Do you know did you know Diddy came to my house? Man, Gravity. Oh yeah, I can't forget Gravity. I have a book called Gravity. I love to leave it laying out so when people come over, they think that I read that kind of stuff. So check out that YouTube thing and just say hi. Not the YouTube thing, but I mean that in the YouTube description down below here, there's a link to eBay and give us a holler and other shopping. I'm getting better at that. And I got to get better at taking because I know where I was going. Taking pictures of all this stuff is a big. I mean, it takes time. So done painting and drawing, then now it's light them differently. Get the tripod out, take pictures of these, keep track of their numbers or titles, get them in the machine, shade them, crop them, bop them, and put them in situations if I think of it, and then get them listed with the description and the rest. And that stuff takes time. That's why people charge to do it. And it's a good thing. I like the internet. I like even eBay. I know that some people just go, ah, but I don't. I buy and sell stuff there, and it serves me well. And what can I say? So I will be taking more and more pictures. I'm trying to make videos where Presley can play the piano, get him to do it somehow, some kind of bribe. Maybe I could just, I don't know. If there's any ideas, please let us know as soon as possible. Okay, check out that link there. Peace and love.